Okay, so Harry, you read our senses keep us safe for me.
Do you know what senses are for? Every minute of every day, our senses get information and send it to our brain. We use this information to understand the world around us. With our senses, we understand when food looks, smells, or tastes good and fresh, or when it's bad and rotten. We also feel something hot or sharp, or hear fresh, or when it's bad, and something hot or hear when danger is close are very important because they keep us safe. Like people use their senses to find food and avoid the danger. But many animals' senses are very different from people's senses. For example, we use eyes to see, but bats can see well. They have to use their ears. They make a sound and listen for an echo. They use the sound wave from the echo to see how big something and find it. Snakes and lizards don't smell with their nose like us. They smell with their tongues. That's, that's why their tongues are like a fork. The frog shapes help them understand where a smell is coming from. Butterflies, on, on the other hand, don't taste with their tongue. They use their feet. They have tiny taste buds there. They help the butterfly understand what flower is standing on. That's how they know they can eat it.
Good job, Harry. So every minute of every day, what do our senses get and send to our brain?
Mm, every minutes of every day, our senses get information and send it to our brain.
Good job. So why do animals use their senses to find what and to avoid what?
Animals use their senses to find food and avoid danger.
That's right. But some animals use senses differently from people. So can you explain how? Let's talk about bats and butterflies. Can you tell me how bats and butterflies use senses differently from people?
Bat can see well. They have to use their ear. They make sounds and listen for an echo. They use the sound waves from the echo to see how big something is and find it. Butterfly on the other hand, don't taste with their tongue. They use their feet. They have tiny taste buds there. They help the butterfly understand.
Yes, understand the flowers, right?
Yeah, I don't see the seed.
Yeah, that's right, because I stopped sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Harry, so let's say, what sense do you think is the most important?
I think senses look is the most important.
Why do you think the sense look is the most important?
Mm, because if you don't have senses, look, you can not see anything and avoid dangers.
Wow, good answer, Harry. Okay, so Harry, what exotic pet would you choose if you could?
I choose gecko
Why would you choose a gecko?
because I think it's better than exotic.
Than any other exotic pets. Okay, so let me see. Some animals blend in with their surrounding. So what is it called?
Uh, camouflage.
That's right. Why do animals use camouflage?
Uh, Animals use camouflage for find food and avoid danger.
Correct. Can you tell me some animals that use camouflage?
Panda, um,
Polar bears
polar bear, stonefish, um,
tree frogs
snakes,
and snakes.
tree
Good
frog.
job. Good job, Harry. Okay, now I would like to ask you about strange sports, okay? You don't need to read, just need to answer. So Harry, where does octopus come from?
Octopus comes from England.
Yes. What sport is octopus like?
Octopus like hockey.
Yes. So where do people play octopus? And where do people play hockey?
Mm, People play octopus under the weather, under the water. People play hockey in ice skating rink.
Good job. So can you tell me how players play octopus?
Players use a small stick. They try to push a puck into a net, score points for their team.
Correct. All right. So if you want to join in a pumpkin regatta, where should you go? What country should you go to?
Mm, uh, People join in the United States and Canada.
Yes. So what is the pumpkin regatta?
Mm,
What
pump,
is it like?
mm, it's like a boat race.
But where do people race? What do people race
Mm,
in?
People race in giant,
Giant
hollowed
what?
out pumpkins.
Correct. That's right. So how much do these pumpkins weigh?
This pumpkin weighs more than 450 kilograms.
Correct. And after the race, what kind of contest is there?
There's a pumpkin pie eating contest.
Good job. And where is foot volley from?
Foot volley is a sport come from Brazil.
What sport is foot volley like?
Foot volley is like volleyball.
Volleyball, that's right. So, what is the difference between foot volley and volleyball?
Hmm, Players in foot volley, players have to pass the ball to the other team over the high net. They cannot touch the ball with their hands. People play foot volley on the beach. It is very exciting but very difficult.
Mm-hmm. So, how about volleyball? What's the difference?
People use their hands and push the ball over the high net.
Correct, Harry. Good job. So, which of these sports would you like to try?
Uh, I try pumpkin regatta
Why would you like to try pumpkin regatta?
because I want to race in the giant
Pumpkin?
hollow out pumpkin.
Correct, Harry. Okay, Harry. So, let's talk about calorie now. What is a calorie?
A calorie is a measure of the energy you get from food.
Good.
Some foods are high in
Okay, Harry, you
calories.
don't need to read. You don't need to read. Just answer. Okay, so are all the foods same or different in calories?
Different calories. Some foods are high in calories and other foods aren't.
Good. So if you want to eat, if you eat more calories than your body need, what will happen to you?
Mm, uh, you put on too much weight.
Long sentence. If you eat more calories than your body needs. Long
If
sentence.
you eat more calories than your body needs, you put on too much weight.
Okay, so Harry, for example, if I eat more calories than my body needs, but I don't want to put on weight, so what should I do to burn calories?
You can do exercise.
What kind of
Mm,
exercise should I do?
do a lot of sport like swim, basketball, volleyball.
Good job. All right, so Harry, is being active important to us? Is it good for us?
Being active is good for us.
Good. Why is being active good for us?
Mm, uh, be, because being active burns a lot of calories.
See?
It helps our heart stay healthy, it makes our bones strong, and it creates muscle.
Good job, Harry. So, are watching TV and playing video games good or bad for us if we do them too much?
Watching TV and play video game is bad for us.
Why?
Because it's not good for our brain.
No, not good for our brain, that's right. And
We sit in the same place and do them.
that's right. We sit in the same place to do them. So, Harry, what do you do to stay active? What exercise do you do?
I play badminton.
How often do you play badminton?
Mm, uh, 4 times a week.
Wow, okay. So, how long each time?
Mm, 1 to 2 hours.
Wow, so that's great exercise. You do lots of exercise. So can you tell me some other healthy habits that you know, please? Let's say three healthy habits.
3 healthy habits is um, uh, do do many exercise, eat eat enough food, sleep enough time.
That's right. So how much time is enough for sleeping? How many
Uh,
hours should we sleep per night?
I think 8 hours.
You think 8 hours. Okay, Harry, good. What do you do to keep yourself clean?
We take a shower, we wash our teeth, and we wash our hands.
When do we wash our hands?
Before eat and af after after play.
Oh, good. After we play sports. Do you wash your hands after you visit the bathroom?
Yes, I wash my hands after visits in my bathroom.
Okay. So you wash your hands after you visit the bathroom or any other times that your hands get dirty, right?
Yeah,
Yes, what?
yeah. In Sometimes my hands get dirty.
So why do we need to take a shower and brush our teeth and wash our hands like that?
We need to wash away with bacteria and germs.
Why do we need to wash away bacteria and germs?
Bacteria and germs can make us.
That's good. That's enough. All right. So now let's talk about community, Harry. So, can you tell me three things that we can do to make communities better?
We can we can pick up the trash. We can donate money for the poor, and we can help the tourists if they get lost.
Good job. All right. So, if you could choose a place for your next school trip with your friends, where would you go?
I could choose the place. I would go national park.
Okay. Why would you go to national park? What can you do
Mm,
there? What can you learn there?
I can learn about the.
Learn about the rocks.
We can learn about the trees and wild animals.
That's right. So we can learn about trees and wild animals too. Okay. So let's talk about vitamins now. What vitamins do we need?
We need vitamin A, B, C, D, E.
Yes. So do you know in what kind of food that we can get vitamin D from?
We can get vitamin D from eggs and drinking milk.
If you want to have vitamin D naturally, what do you do?
We can get vitamin D naturally. We can sit in the sun.
Yes, we can get sit in the sun. Nice. Okay, now some last question for you, Harry. Let's talk about the jobs. So, do jobs only come with good things, or all the jobs have something good and something bad?
Mm, Jobs have something good and something bad.
Good. So, what is the good thing And what is the good thing of a baker?
Make a lot of delicious.
Good. And what is the bad thing of a baker?
The bad thing of the baker is the baker must wake up early in the morning.
Good job, Harry. So what is the good thing and what is the bad thing of a trash collector?
The good thing of the trash collector is help the city be cleaner. And bad thing of trash collector is the trash smell awful.
Okay, that's right. All right, so I think that's all for today. Good job, Harry.